What's your view of the way that Kaleb has been treated by the Jewish community and the general public who look at the tapes and people, because he's been arrested, people back off him? What's the Jewish view of the situation?
Al tamod adam re'acha. You shouldn't stand idly by your brother's blood. Your first obligation is to your fellow Jews, v'ahavta l'recha kamocha, to love your fellow Jew like yourself. And if we can take a look at what he was trying to do in the video, when he was trying to protect the girls in that school, who knows what or who or what cretin this guy was, who knew what he planned. He was summoning people. He was saying where the location of the synagogue was. He gave the address. He walked around. He surveilled the whole entire perimeter. He looked up at the cameras. He showed where to avoid them, how to stay out of the direct line of the lens of the surveillance cameras. He had a backpack. Who knows what he had in there? The cops were irresponsible, and the Jewish community throwing Kaleb under a bus afterward is also irresponsible. He's scared. He lost his job probably. He's lawyered up. That costs a lot of money. He has 2 little children and a wife to take care of. Who knows what debts he has and obligations and rent and everything and food. This guy needs our help. And if we're going to abandon him, then we might as well abandon ourselves, because every Jew is ourself. He panicked, maybe. He didn't know what to do, maybe. He was not prepared for the situation, obviously, from the film. But the bottom line is, he was the only line of defense that those girls had, and therefore he had to do what he thought was best to do. He wasn't trying to shoot the guy. He was trying to give the guy a warning shot. He'd back off. He had ricocheted, or it went off accidentally. It's not clear from the video whether he shot by accident. He was trying to point it away. I don't know what the situation is. I'm not an expert. Doesn't matter. Exactly. It doesn't matter. This fellow could have been an axe murderer. We don't know who he was. He could have been a suicide bomber for all we know. What are we going to do? We have to support Kaleb in his time of need and his family, and we have to pronounce to all. He was summoning his troops. He has people watching his videos, I heard, and he does this for a living. He wanders around trying to be provocative and cause trouble. And so we have to tell you, you come around us, we're ready for you. You come around us, we're not lying down. We're not the old Jews of old of the shtetl where we're going to bleed all over the pavement for you. Jewish blood is not cheap. You come around and we don't know what you're doing, and it looks like you're trying to take pictures and at best make a future rally there to hate us and BDS and whatever, or you're coming around to cause harm and plan for the future of doing something to the Jewish community. We're going to treat you like the danger that you present yourself to be, and we're going to go after you. And you can take that to the bank. We're sick and tired of this society taking your side. You are not in the right. Even though you were shot by accident, you are not in the right, and we are going to protect not just our institutions, not just our buildings, not just our money, our people. We're going to protect the Jewish people. The community is ready and prepared, and we're gonna take you out if that's what it takes to protect ourselves. We're not going to go down in like a ball of fire. We're just not going to go out just because we're going to wilt in the front of your aggression and your seeming threat to us. If we perceive that you're coming to do anything around ourselves, just stay away from us. Let us live our lives. We'll let you live your lives, whatever those lives may be. We don't care. Just leave us alone. And everybody out there should go to the Facebook GoFundMe page for Kaleb. What's his last name again? Zhoie. Go help this Jew, our fellow Jew. Al tamod adam re'acha. We're not allowed to stand idly by when a Jew's in trouble. We have to come to his rescue. It doesn't matter if the court finds him guilty. He's still our fellow Jew, and we have to help him. If the court finds he had reason to be there and reason to pull his gun, then that's what they find. He's guilty. He's innocent until proven guilty in this law system. And the police are the real culprits here. They're the ones really at fault. They were called several times by several people associated with this event. And had they showed up, none of this would have happened. They have to take threats to the Jewish community as serious. It doesn't need a bomb and it doesn't need a gun. It needs somebody not leaving when he's asked to leave and endangering or potentially endangering the Jewish, in this case, girls' school, Jewish kids. That is our priority, and that is our primary obligation, is our security and defense of our people. And therefore, the police should have been there. It just goes to prove what I've been saying for a long time: the police can't save you. They won't save you. They didn't even show up. And so therefore, we have to do it ourselves. We need more security guards, we need more training, and we need to film the filmers. In other words, that guy's face should be splashed all over the internet now in our defense, that we're calling everybody's attention. Watch out for this guy. He was going to come around your synagogue, he's going to come around your Jewish school, be ready, or your Jewish restaurant or whatever, be ready, and take appropriate measures to chase him off. And it just proves my point. We're living in an era where the police are asleep at the wheel, and the community leaders and the politicians are all on the side of the aggressors. Whether they're Muslims, whether they're this guy, doesn't matter. It seems like they're always, if it's against the Jewish community, they side with the other side.
But when the police came to the community here, they have town halls and town meetings to let the Jewish community know that they're aware of the particular needs and concerns. Yet in a situation like this, they seem to no-show. What's the reality of the situation?
The reality of the situation is all their community relations are worthless if they won't show up in the time of need. It's just words. Words do not count. Actions count. You can speak to your blue-in-the-face police, but if you don't show up to help an embattled guy that doesn't know what to do or how to handle the situation, if you don't show up because you don't care, you don't think it rises to the importance that he's ascribing to it, so then we're going to take matters into our own hand.
Is this an issue that 911 needs to be clued into?
Well, obviously, if they hear the words Jewish synagogue or Jewish school in the report, they should dispatch a police, and we don't want to take no for an answer. Either you show up or we're going to do it ourselves. And as far as the Jewish community is concerned, we have to find some courage, stop being cowards, stop throwing people under the bus when times get hard. We got to stand by our people.